Hello everyone, I'm back with another art tutorial and today we'll be painting some sunflowers using watercolors. First, I've sketched out some sunflowers on my sheet and I'm wetting the petal area with some water and a paintbrush. Then I'm starting off with painting the petals first using a light lemon yellow shade. For the petals, I'll be moving from lighter to darker shades. This is the base coat of your sunflowers and hence does not need to be perfect. Next, I have taken up some cadmium yellow and I'm adding some highlights to the petals. I have switched to a thinner size paintbrush. This is a size 4 round brush I'm using, and I'm mainly using this cadmium yellow shade on the borders of the petals. Next, I'm using a very light shade of orange, which is more towards the yellowish side. Now if you don't have mid shades like this, you can make them by mixing some yellow and a tiny tinge of orange. Once again, I'm using this darker shade mainly towards the edges of all the petals, and also you can use them towards the starting, that is the center of the flower. Now I'm using a further more orangish shade, but still it looks kind of yellow because the consistency of yellow is more in this shade than of orange. Once again, you can take your palette and mix two shades to get the desired shades. And as you can see, I have moved on from lighter to darker shades. I'm keeping majority of the dark shade towards the center of the flower. I had waited till all my sunflowers had dried up, and now I'm using a size 0 detail brush to give the main highlights. For this shade, I have mixed some burnt sienna, then some orange into it, and to make it a little lighter, I had mixed some lemon yellow into it. Now with the size 0 detail brush, I'm painting some highlights on the petals, mainly from the center towards the outsides. And as I have told earlier, the highlights are mainly towards the edges of all the petals and towards the center. You can keep on adding darker highlights wherever you find it necessary. When adding highlights using your detail brush, do not apply a lot of pressure on your hand, otherwise the strokes won't come thin. I have also added some highlights using orange paint. After all your highlights have dried up, I have started with painting the center of the flower. For that, I'm doing a light base using burnt sienna. Once again, since this is the base coat, it does not need to be perfect. Next, I'm taking some burnt umber and mainly using it towards the corners of this round area. For the center of the sunflowers, I'm keeping the edges of the circle dark and the center light. The burnt sienna is not very prominent on this circle, but it will come much more prominent on the second one, as you can see. It is much more prominent on the second one since the second one had the base a little dried up. So one tip here, that before adding the second layer to the center, wait for the base layer to dry up a little first. Now as you can see on the first circle as well, the burnt sienna is quite visible since the base coat had dried up a little. Similarly, we'll do the other centers as well. You can add burnt sienna or the burnt umber wherever necessary. Next, I'm using the size 0 brush with some black paint towards the edges in some dot-like structures. Make sure when you're adding the dots and all, the base is a little wet so that the paint gets to move a little. Make sure everything has dried up before you do the background. For the background, I'm using a light green shade. Adding some dark green tinges, and I'm waiting for the green area to dry up a little bit. So meanwhile, I'm doing the sky. So I have started with a light blue shade, somewhat like cerulean blue. Now I had applied watercolor directly on a dry sheet, so it wasn't very natural. So I'm first wetting the sky area first now. And once again at random spaces, I applied the cerulean blue and moving on to darker shades of blue. I'm applying it at random spaces. When the surface is wet, it gives you a plus point with watercolors that the paint spreads easily wherever the water is there. So it gives you a natural flowy effect. Now the green area has dried up completely and I have taken up a dark green shade. Now I'll be covering almost the whole area with this dark green shade, but leave some spaces in leaf-like shapes. Wherever you leave the leaf-like shades, these will act as the leaves of the sunflower. The leaves have to be lighter and the background shadows have to be darker, so that's where I'll be using the darker shades. Once again, I'm moving from lighter to darker shades. As you can see, I'm using a further more dark shade of green at random spaces. If you do not have very dark shades of green, you can mix some dark blue into the existing dark green you have. Also, I added some black tinges and I painted the veins of the leaves using a detail brush and a dark shade of green. So here you are with your watercolor sunflower painting. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, if you recreate this, you can send it to me on my Instagram handle, link for which is given in the description. Thank you for watching.